Tsunami, how are you guys doing today? And in this video we have something new called the Unreal Tsunami. Yes, we did finish all the invasions, so we are moving on to the bosses, and we are starting with a Duke Fishron, which mainly because, let's face it, he's one of the sickest bosses for dropping loot. So, basically, now, the Tsunami fires. Will it say? It fires 5 arrows at a time at 103 damage per arrow without stealth mode. When we do engage stealth mode, it's 158 damage. And the critical hit gets knocked up from 38 to 58. So literally at least one of these arrows will always be a critical hit. Now it is mainly noted, the best thing about this is that it just gets a sheer amount of arrows down on target. And very, very good. Now, I do think that this would be a lot of fun to play with, do we have any? No, I don't think we do. Well, we gotta go make some, so we're gonna go over here to our piggy bank, because I know that's where I keep all this wonderful, where is it stuff? There it is. And going to go and make luminite arrows, and I have never used luminite arrows before, but if they're anything like arrows, if they're anything like the bullets, then this is going to be a lot of fun. So you got to go back up towards the target dummy. One thing to note though is if when you are playing, as you can see, one of the arrows will always usually hit the ground. And you actually can hold this down, which literally just makes this absolutely overpowered, and it almost literally obliterates everything. Now, one thing to note is that the Tsunami, while it does have a very good ability, will never go through walls, which is sad, and I don't want to that. However, at least 2 of the arrows, if you're aiming properly, will go through. 1 arrow goes through. Now, one good thing is that the Tsunami doesn't pierce enemies, but if you are using a different ammo, it actually will, which absolutely makes this thing look really, really good. If you just look at it, it literally, it looks unbelievable, the amount of damage that you can actually get done with this, which actually makes me think that the Tsunami, coupled with a good ammo, will definitely be worth a lot, because I could see this thing doing a lot and a lot of damage, which it already does. And one thing though is, I think because I'm holding down the trigger, some of the arrows are in fact delayed, which is completely fine, but it just looks weird. It almost looks like somebody else is shooting the arrows sometimes if you look at it properly. If I do that, one goes that way, and then if I stop firing, one more will go through, which isn't too bad, but usually this thing it's absolutely good, and it does fire faster the longer you actually have the trigger held down, which is interesting to note, and I don't know if that's the ammo or if that's legitimately the bow. So, anyway, the Unreal Tsunami is definitely a good weapon. You should definitely be farming for it. When I was farming for it, even though I wasn't even farming for it, I was actually farming for a Duke Fishron trophy, which I ended up getting. I actually did get a lot of Tsunamis. Not a very uncommon weapon, but it still is good. Even with normal ammo, while it won't penetrate enemies, it won't do the job as well as luminite ammo. Obviously, nothing will. But it's if you're on a budget and you make quiver, which by the way, if you guys didn't know, you actually go to the merchant. Where is he? Ever since I created this, where are you? Of course you're out on the mountain. Why would you? Go here and you go to shop. arrows, and you get 4 stacks of arrows. 1. Oh, by the way, you see that? See how much platinum? Yeah, I've been farming. A lot of work. But, you know, it's worth it. Last one. 4. And then go down here over to this beautiful thing. I don't even know what that's about. It's the magic ball, and then you go over here and for 3,996 arrows, wooden arrows, I might add, quiver. Definitely good, and you can't put it in the ammo pocket. You can't put it under equip. This episode, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. There's no real con to this weapon. It's all around good. It has a great fire rate. I think it does fire fast. Held down for it, but obviously a lot better. They do fire very fast because they have an unreal velocity. But that's gonna be it, guys, and I will talk to you guys next episode. Peace.